3D aliens not practical. Never mind, they don't even bother with the alien stuff. Jumba and Pleakley were human disguises for most of the film, and by that I mean are just straight up played by their respective voice actors. Humor is not great. The opening is giving Star Wars The Force Awakens, right down to Finn and Oscar Isaac crash landing on a new planet. The voice acting sucks, lol. Chubby Lilo erasure. Nani has an obvious fake tan. Ginger kid bully erasure. She's been replaced by some generic girl. Lilo pushing the bully doesn't make sense. She also doesn't throw hands, which was one of the best scenes in the animated movie. Nani thickness is gone. Acting is terrible. Caprice and sponsorship ? Setting up college subplot for Nani. The David stuff is all awkward. Lol. This actor they got has no charm or charisma whatsoever. Even worse is the fact that he's always glued to his grandma's hip in this movie. Speaking of grandma, a new character invented for this movie. She has a cringe line where she just says Ohana for no reason. I audibly said, "Good Lord," after she said it. They got rid of Pleakley wearing drag. Disney, you cowards. Here I just wrote portal gun with 3 question marks. Every joke falls flat for me. Damn, the movie really says, and I quote, "Ohana sounds nice, but it's not reality." They said, "Fuck your Ohana." Talk about a slap in the face to the fans of the animated movie. They're really pushing the Nani college plot. The social worker thing is just stupid. Beside the fact that they split this character into 2, for no reason other than racism. The social worker in this movie is everywhere instead of just her scheduled visits. At one point, she even shows up at the hospital. Like there is no social worker that checks up on one family this much. Giving your sister up for adoption is tight. Jumba is evil actually. Also literally the gun from the video game Portal is in this movie. Softballing the idea of adoption. I can't believe this. Ukulele playing and awkward singing. I don't remember if this scene was in the animated film. Stitch's guilt feels super forced. It never felt like him and Lilo really even bonded at any point in the movie. Purple Rain. Nani willingly gives Lilo up for adoption. Then I just wrote, boy, what the fuck? Lilo runs away or some shit. At this point I was done with the film. I reiterate the point that the Stitch guilt subplot again feels really forced. Stitch says Stitch, break family, like what? Nani willingly gave the kid up for adoption. Now we have another forced Ohana moment. I made this point a 3rd time for some reason, but the literal, actual gun from the game Portal. Yes, that one has a role in this film. Jumba is evil lol. This is trash, and Bubbles is also not Ving Rhames for some reason. No Gantu, because of alleged animation budget cuts from one of the richest companies in the world, which is laughable. So long story short, they scrapped Gantu and pushed his character arc onto Jumba, which doesn't really work because Jumba was never really that evil in the animated film, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Stitch will just live underwater now, lol. Not this bitch running underwater. Let's jumpstart Stitch with a car. The grandma adopts Lilo. This is maybe one of the worst decisions made as to what aspects of the animated movie were changed for the live-action adaptation. This is a complete character assassination of Nani. I could make a whole video on how dirty they did Nani in this adaptation. Nani just goes to college. Okay, enough with the Ohana and other Hawaiian phrases. It means nothing at this point. They all lived happily ever after, and there's a rebuild the house montage, but I dipped at this point. So those are my notes. Key takeaway points here are this movie. Watch the animated film instead. I also just want to add that there is nothing in this live-action adaptation that is better or even improved upon from the animated film. Nothing. Zip zilch, nada. Yes, this is probably gonna make bank for Disney, but at what cost?